Hey you guys, so today I'm going to do this kind of like natural, very elevated natural look. So I'm starting off the look by treating my skin with this primer, and this primer kind of helps my skin to kind of glow from underneath, which I really like because, you know, it's so easy for skin to look dull when I use my powder products that I'm going to put on top of it. This helps my skin to kind of glow from within. Next, I'm going to identify anywhere on my skin that has any blemishes. Right now, the darkness on my face is really only underneath my eyes, so I put some color corrector there and then go in with concealer. Now with the pointy part of my beauty blender, I am going to blend the concealer underneath my eyes. Now I'm not going to put concealer anywhere else. This is just kind of my personal preference. I love concealer under and on top of my eyes just to brighten up that area. Now I'm going to put my foundation right on top of that. Now you guys, I'm using a lighter foundation in the center of my face because since I was little, I have always had this issue with my neck color. If you are watching this video and know how to fix this, please let me know. But it is something that I have always had an issue with my neck being a little bit darker than my chin, face, and chest. Well, you can imagine that causes a little bit of an issue when it comes to blending my foundation out. If it matches my face, it doesn't match my neck. If it matches my neck, it doesn't match my chest. So I have found the beauty in that I almost always have to highlight, and I typically always have to kind of contour in some way. I have to kind of play with light in order to blend those two areas together. So I am using a lighter foundation in the center of my face. This just draws attention to the center of my face. And then I use the foundation that matches my skin tone on the outer perimeter of my face. Now I'm going to go ahead and blend my contour product. Now I learned this trick a very long time ago and I think it is so simple but genius. Okay, to blend my foundation and my contour, the dark and light colored of the cream and liquid products that we're using. I'm going to use the same beauty blender, but to blend all of the dark areas, I'm going to use the fat part of the beauty blender. To blend all of the light areas, like my highlight concealer, my center foundation, which is a little lighter than my foundation, I'm going to use the pointy part of the beauty blender. And anytime I go blend those corresponding areas, I am always going to use that part of the beauty blender. This brightening concealer is very bright, but when I apply my powders on top of it, it will just kind of blend all together. Now, before I apply my powder products, I am going to now apply finishing spray, and this is the halfway point, and then dry it with this little mini fan off of Amazon, which is a lifesaver, you guys. Next, I'm going to go ahead and set all of those areas with corresponding powder. So where it was light, I'm going to set it with a light powder. Where it was dark, I'm going to set it with a dark powder. So right now in the center of my face, I'm going to set it with a light colored translucent powder just to maintain the brightness. And then on top of that, I'm going to apply this kind of like orangey tan powder that I really love, and that matches kind of that orangey undertone that I'm going for in the center of my face. After applying the pencil to the head of my brow, I'm going to now blend that out with this little spoolie brush. It's an eyebrow brush, but I find that it will just really help to blend the harshness of the lines and really make it look a little bit more natural and cleaner. And I'm just putting this product only in the head of my brow, and then at the tail of my brow I'm going to use a brow defining gel that is actually a little darker than the original brow pencil that I used, which was actually a lip liner, but that's a story for another day. So I blend those two together, and then underneath my eyebrow, only on the outer portion of the eyebrow, just at the tail, I'm going to go ahead and define that with a concealer that is lighter and matches my highlight concealer. The reason I'm doing this is because I don't really love to put eyeshadow on the outer, like on my brow bone. I do like it to be highlighted though, so I do that just to highlight that area and also bring some definition to my eyebrow. Now with this reddish brown eyeshadow, I'm going to go ahead and apply this underneath my bottom eye line. I'm just kind of going over it, and then I'm going to pull it up a little bit on the outer corner to kind of flare it out, and that lets me know this is the direction my eyeshadow should go, and this is where the top of my eyeshadow should meet in order for my eyes to look a little bit more lifted. So I changed my brush, and I'm using that same color eyeshadow, and I'm going to meet the eyeshadow on the outer corner of the eye as well. Now I change my brush again, and I go in with that reddish brown eyeshadow, and I'm pressing that now onto my eyelid, and then with an angle brush I'm going to apply a little bit of a dark brown eyeshadow at an angle just on the outer corner of my eye. I find that this kind of gives my eyes kind of that slanted lift. I don't know, I just really like the way that it looks. Now I'm going to add some definition to my eyelids. So I'm going to use this black eyeliner and fill in my bottom waterline, and then I'm going to extend it on the outer corner there just a little bit. I'm going to do the same on the other side and extend it on the outer corner just a little bit, and then with my eyes open I'm going to go underneath and apply this to my bottom waterline only at the inner corner of my eye, and then I'm going to attach it to the top of my eyeliner and pull it out, and it's going to give kind of that slanted cat eye effect, but it's going to be so subtle because I'm starting from the inner corner of my eye, so it's just really going to give more of a natural or snatchural look by applying the eyeliner on the inner corner and then connecting it above my lashes on the outside. Then I'm going to fill it with mascara and apply some matching powder to the rest of my face. So now, can you see that little oopsie daisy that I did? I guess I got some powder on the inner portion of my face, so I'm just going to take my beauty blender with whatever is left on it and take that out and then set it with some powder. Now to maintain the natural look of this makeup, I'm going to apply a half lash. I'm pretty sure I just cut a false eyelash in half, and this just gives a little bit more length to the outer portion of my eyelid and just keeps snatched but still very natural looking.
Dance. I just wanna have fun, clap my hands, turn around now and dance, dance, dance. I just wanna pop, pop, turn around, dance, dance, dance. I just wanna pop, pop, turn around, dance, dance. I just wanna.
And then to finish off the look, I'm going to put soft nude lip gloss all over my lips.
Turn around, dance, dance. I just wanna have fun, turn around now. I just wanna have fun.
I hope you guys liked it. If you did, please feel free to share this with your friends and family. They might find some tips and tricks during this video, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye, you guys.